Lances and Wings episode 47. Tour. John, having been informed that Gesmo and Selina needed to talk with him, went to the king's office. Once there, Gesmo asked, "We are planning on a tour of the provinces. We would like you and Pola to come along. Would you be willing to go and take your daughter?" He replied, "Of course. I have a suggestion. We ask Bartek and Olga to come. We may be able to get Bartek to do some demonstrations. That way, all three female members of the annual key are along, the two with wings and Beata, who has yet to get them." The two legends, Vendetta and Wojtek, Gesmo agreed. "That would be a good idea. I will ask them." The two men talked, then John left to go to his office. Gesmo went to Queen Natasha and asked, "I am going on a tour of the provinces of Polithia. I am thinking of asking Bartek and Olga to come along. Since Olga is a dual citizen and part of your royal family, is it okay with you if I ask her?" Natasha smiled and said, "Thank you for the courtesy of asking. I will ask them to go also. It would be good for the relationship between our countries if our most renowned dual citizens went." Gesmo smiled and replied, "I forgot that Bartek is also a dual citizen. So yes, if our two most renowned dual citizens go, it would be a good idea." Natasha looked at him confused and said, "You mean 5? Gesmo asked. "5." She smiled. "You are forgetting your wife, besides being queen of Polithia, is a princess of Ukras, and your daughter is a princess of both nations, as well, and if you and Selina have any other children, they will be part of the Ukras royal family. Beata, with her part in saving Pola and becoming an Anulka because of it, is becoming quite known herself." Gesmo nodded, saying, "Now that the royal family of Ukras will be growing, I thought that the adoption would be just a piece of paper." Natasha replied, "No family is forever. We are related. You are married to my niece. She may end up a little further down in the line of succession for the throne, but she will always be my niece." Gesmo smiled, saying, "Thank you. Knowing my wife and child have a loving family is a great comfort to me." Then Natasha said, "Tell John that he and Pola are fairly distant relatives, but still part of the family. He is the brother of my niece's husband. I like having a big family now." Gesmo smiled at that. They talked for a while, then Gesmo left for other duties. Danilo, Oksana, Katrina and Queen Natasha got ready to travel. They would stop and see Josefina, Olga and Bartek. Before heading back to Berdichev, Gesmo sent a letter to Zamosk, asking Olga and Bartek to go on the tour of the provinces with him. Selina went to Beata and asked, "We are going on a tour of the provinces. We would like you to come along and help watch the girls." Beata smiled, saying, "The girls, are Irina and Pola going?" Selina answered, "Yes, John and Pola are going. We are inviting the council members. Also, Bartek and Olga are being asked to go. So, hopefully we will have all three of us women Anulki." Beata replied, "I'm not an Anulka yet." She replied, "You are mistaken. You are an Anulka or Anulkarka if you want to have the name gender correct. You just have not become a full member and gotten your wings. Hopefully, soon." It is said the devil himself shivers in fear when an Anulka gets their wings. She smiled, replying, "Yes. I want to go. I am proud to become part of the Anulki and also proud to be a nanny to the princess." "And Pola?" Selina replied, "I have noticed that in the last few days, you and John have gotten closer." Beata blushed and said, "We are taking things slow and promise to remain friends and above all not pull anyone into any disagreements we have." Selina replied, "Take things at whatever speed they come at. Jan and I fell in love quickly. That isn't always the way it happens. If it does for you too, don't be afraid to admit it. If it naturally goes slowly, that is good too." Beata smiled and said okay. The women talked for a while, mostly about Irina and Pola. When council leader Tomek told about the plan for a tour of the provinces by the king, The Council of 20 responded by suggesting that Marek, Konrad, and Robert go, they being all Anarchy, could do the dual service of helping to guard along with being a councilman. Robert was going to take his wife. When council leader Jarek said that he and his wife were going, it was decided that the 5 councilmen who were Anarchy would go. The 3 of them that were married would take their wives. Shimon and Bazili take their children and 5 others all take their wives and children. This was going to be a headache to arrange, but John and his clerk Marek were doing their best to plan it. The governors of the provinces were sent notices that the king and several council members, including both council leaders, were coming. When Queen Natasha, Katrina Danilo, and Oksana went to Josephina's home, the queen asked Bartek and Olga to go on the trip. Being asked to go by the rulers of both Ukras and Polithia, they succumbed to the pressure and agreed to go, while Olga was excited about going. Bartek was more hesitant, as he was worried about whether it would be too difficult for his wife. After a couple of days, Queen Natasha, Katrina Danilo, and Oksana left for Berdichev. Olga was sad to see them go. She was close to her brother, and now that she was married and not feeling pressured to get married by her aunt and mother, she had gotten close to them again. They started to get ready for their trip. Bartek and Olga would take a carriage. They would go to the capital of Abrona-Lesna to meet up with the rest of the group, then going to one of the 2 provinces of Croatia. This was one of the territories that wanted to separate from the Commonwealth, feeling no common ethnicity or bond and not feeling that the central government cared about them.